I'm 32 this year.
You are 22?
30.
32? And you've never been to Sekinchan?
No.
Not one?
No.
How about Kuala Selangor?
No.
Wow, how about Klang? No?
No, I've
So
been
which
there.
country you come from?
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
that if you are not financially stable yet,
Yeah.
don't look for a boyfriend or girlfriend. Like,
Yeah, I think being in a relationship in 30s, right? The finance, it's quite a big part.
finance is a big foundation.
Big foundation,
A
right?
big. You see, of every relationship, if you say for a family, if you don't have money, how much would each member, a family member, love each other? If one day your boyfriend or girlfriend cheats on you, you can cry under the Eiffel Tower.
So we move now. Today we're going to Sekinchan is our final destination. But along the road we will stop by wherever we find it. It's beautiful. We just go down and take some pictures and take some shots. I got my camera ready. So today we have...
Hi everyone, my name's Cheyenne.
So how old are you? About how old? Like you are past
Okay, I'm not gonna lie
1990.
about my age, but I'm 32 this year.
You are 22?
32.
32? And you've never been to Sekinchan?
No.
Not once?
No.
How about Kuala Selangor?
No.
Wow, how about Klang? No?
No, I've been
So which
there,
country you
like-
come from?
I've been there like maybe less than this all my life.
Less than how?
10 times.
In Klang.
Yes.
And then you've never been like up because you do know where's Sekinchan, right?
Yeah, I think like a bit further north from.
Sekinchan is a
KL.
bit north from Klang. It's about northwest from KL. It's like the
Okay.
northwest corner of Selangor. The further a bit you go, it's you are gonna end up in Perak already.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's good because you've never been there. So we're
Geographically.
gonna go there. I've been there countless times because we do a lot of shoots there. It's one of the nicer and closer place you can go from KL. So that's why we took this route today. It's gonna take about totally an hour, and along journey we're gonna talk about something that I curated. I sent to you the list. More, I think those topics might suit you, I guess, but we can talk about anything.
Okay.
But we're gonna set kind of the boundary on human relationship, on how to deal with in life.
Oh.
Because I think you can share pretty much on that. part.
Given my age.
Your age, yeah. So for those of you who didn't know her, she is 32. She told you just now, and then she did quite a bit of singing last time.
Yeah. I
Quite
used to.
active on TikTok.
No,
TikTok or Douyin?
the Chinese TikTok.
Oh, the Douyin, okay, the OG TikTok, okay. And then now it's not so active, but she still sings. And
At home. And I was an accountant, but
you
I'm not-
was an accountant.
yeah,
Okay.
I was a chartered accountant until I'm not anymore.
Then
I
what do you
switched
do
my.
now?
I work in a cosmetic manufacturer right now.
So you own the company.
No, I don't.
Oh, so you just work
It's
there.
Like, yeah, I
Okay.
just work there.
So you make a lot of cosmetic stuff.
Yeah, we manufacture a lot of cosmetics.
That is certainly not a job that when I look at you, I will thought of. It's not like
Cause I
you
look
don't
like,
bring the aura of a cosmetic manufacturer. You're more
I mean, what
you're
kind
more
of white
artistic
should the
because the manufacturers sound so
boring?
sound so uncle-ish, you know, like those. I don't know. You work in a factory or something like that.
Yeah,
you work in a
I mean,
lab,
like, I
but you give the vibe of like you are working in the art scene, like you're making songs.
That's stereotype. That's
That is
stereotype.
I'm very stereotyping.
Okay. I mean,
people, yeah.
there's nothing wrong
Yeah,
about
yeah.
stereotyping people, but
Actually, I think stereotyping is just
it's a good start.
No, it's speaking I'm just defending myself. I think stereotyping
okay.
is speaking according to statistic.
Yeah, you're
It
right.
might not be accurate, but you know, yeah, that's what I mean. So you don't give that vibe, but it's cool that you work in such a professional field. A lot of science things involved.
Could be like, yeah, we need to know about how each ingredient reacts to another.
What's the hardest part of your job?
Oh, hardest part.
Yeah, dealing with people.
Managing people.
Managing people. It's always the people, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what I also want to ask about. Like, what do you mean by managing people?
Managing their expectation
Managing
and how
their
to deal with their dissatisfaction.
Who are you talking about? Your client?
I mean, my colleague.
Your colleague?
Yeah.
Why do you need to deal with their satisfaction? Like, it's like within your job scope?
I have to do it because
Describe.
I'm at the management level.
Okay.
So like, I need to make sure everything goes okay every day. And you know, things in factory are like, things happen, good or bad.
Yeah.
So I mean, if that's good thing, there's nothing to worry about. But it's a bad thing, then you need to think very quickly to solve it.
So that you do this every day.
On site, there will always be some minor incident.
Okay.
Yeah.
Minor.
Yeah.
Like arguing.
Not really. More to like QC.
Oh, okay. So it's a work thing lah.
Yeah, it's a work thing.
Okay.
Like,
There's no hard feelings like I don't like you, you don't like me, this kind of stuff.
yeah,
Everybody
I mean,
just
like,
want to do the work, right?
there is. I mean, people tell you stuff.
Okay, people tell you stuff.
And then it's up to you to how to like handle it.
Okay.
Because sometimes maybe they just need someone to talk to and they will feel better after that. They don't really need you to deal with their problem, you know. And then interpersonal relationship is really hard to solve, you know. You're at fault, I'm at fault.
Okay.
Who is worse than whom?
Yeah, it's very difficult to measure.
It's really very hard. So you listen, and then more importantly, you need to give them the assurance that I believe everybody wants.
Okay.
And if it is really serious, like it involves
someone
physical.
Oh wow, there's a physical thing going on.
If
like fighting.
Yeah, if
what?
If
okay.
Then you really need to solve it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but most of the time it is verbal.
Yeah, of course.
It's
like
verbal.
Of course, it's gonna be verbal.
But verbal can be that verbal.
Oh yeah. But most of the time, you mean like, do it happen very often, or you just
no,
like,
not very often.
very
but
often.
Like this is just one part of the problem that may happen.
Okay. So are you like the HR people? No,
I'm not. I'm just like.
But you still need to deal with HR a lot.
Yeah, I'm at the management level that I oversee everything. So I have to know each department, like what they're doing and is everything going well.
Okay. Do you think yourself? Do you see yourself as a good candidate of solving humans' problem, or do you think this is really not my thing?
I think I have a talent in solving.
You have a talent solving problem.
Yeah, like solving logical problem, but
how about
emotional wise?
Okay.
Like the emotional problem, I don't know the right way to solve it because most of the time you just need to listen. And then, if necessary, like if they say they are stressed at work or what, then you give a tip or two about how to release stress and maybe just laugh at them more. No, not laugh at them, like smile at them.
Yeah. No
more
big deal.
Like, yeah, and then give them some positive affirmation. Yeah.
So you think the number one?
But you cannot be too nice too, you know, because I'm not saying they are bad, but I feel like
people take
they subconsciously take advantage of your so-called kindness. But like it's like so-called an understanding. So it's like, you know, every day you have to measure, weigh your bad and good.
Wow. Sounds hard.
It is hard.
I'm gonna turn into the rest stop for now, and we'll come back after our break, okay? Because I need to top up my touch and go. Until we cannot exit at all.
You cannot use NFC, man.
I'm not. Sometimes it charge my wallet. That's fine because I have money in wallet.
No,
but sometimes it's like
your card is like.
I know, but I still need to stop the car, right? All right. Welcome back from our break, and then we're gonna exit North-South Highway to Latar to drive all the way to Sekinchan. So today's goal, besides this podcast, we're also doing some photo shoots, fun stuff. So yeah, don't get carried away by the topic, by the weight of the topic of the podcast. So I'm gonna ask from now, let's go maybe a little bit deeper questions. You know, when I know you, that was before the pandemic. Is it before?
I think it's like
right in the pandemic. 2021.
In the end of the pandemic.
In the end of the
yeah,
pandemic.
approaching
Oh,
the end
okay.
of the
Approaching the end of the pandemic. So, through my understanding, that you were going through, I think, kind of the lowest point in your life.
Yeah.
Do you mind to share a bit more on like how do you overcome things that
I think I am lucky.
you're lucky?
Yeah, because
Can you just tell us what happened and how do you deal with it?
my father passed away very suddenly, like
Okay.
one day. I was very, 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 very close with my father until the moment that he left. Only I realized there's so big part, there's so like big part that I prioritize him.
In your life.
Yeah.
And then he gone.
And then my dad was a very, very loving person to a point that I literally didn't have to do a lot of things in my life in order to live a good life, a comfortable life. And when he passed away, that big chunk of my life was just gone, like
Completely
gone. And then your mind and your body reacts very differently.
Okay.
And yeah, I was at really a very, 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 very low point of my life. But
Yeah.
I was lucky. I said that I was lucky because I met friends like you, like my other friends, and then I was also had the desire to leave, you know.
To leave.
If I don't have the desire to leave, I probably would. Yeah. And then I have family to take care of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the eldest?
Everything like no, I'm the second.
Second.
Then-
How many siblings you have?
Oh, I have one elder sister and two younger sisters.
Oh, okay. So it's all sisters.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure like people watching this, some people dealing with the same thing. Being someone who
Went through.
been through that, what do you advise on like what can you do to cope with this kind of hardship? It's like
I would say that if you are currently going through a low point of your life, you should accept your emotion, as in don't avoid being sad.
okay.
Just be sad, because I still remember the thing that I hate when people tell me about. I mean, like people told me about this when during my father's funeral or what lah. Don't cry. Your father wouldn't have wished to see you cry and all those. You know that typical stuff.
Very is like a Chinese thing.
But it's not logical. You know, like emotionally, you were going through, like I was going through a very, 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 very bad
time,
and then you wanted me to not cry. You wanted me to like just be like a robot or what?
Yeah.
And that is like the worst thing I ever heard. So I always maybe from that time on or until now, I mean, if you tell me that you are sad, I will listen, and then I will hope you accept your emotion, and then you know the 5 stages of grief.
No, elaborate more for me.
Can I just like
You can Google, it's fine.
yeah
5 stages of.
grief?
Okay. What I know is just those love language thing is totally different
Okay.
stuff, right? Yeah.
So, according to this like great person, I don't know is the man or woman who created this theory lah. To overcome grief, you need to go through 5 stages.
Okay.
The first one is denial.
All right.
The second one is anger. The third one is bargaining. Fourth one is depression. And then finally, the fifth one is acceptance.
Okay.
So if I put myself into this case, denial, I didn't want to accept that my father was just gone like this. Out of nowhere, he was very healthy, had no signs or symptoms of bad health.
Yeah.
And then anger, I was very angry why God, or I mean
Whatever
Almighty up there took his life or took him away from me just like that. And then bargaining, I still remember when I was in the ambulance, right? Because my father collapsed when he was jogging.
Okay.
So I was the only one in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. So I was like bargaining to whoever, the Almighty, you can take my life away.
Damn.
Yeah, so this is bargaining. Then depression is, you know, when you met me, I was pretty depressed.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, one day I hit the rock bottom and I just started to feel better every day. And yeah, I think I'm at the stage of acceptance.
You are at the stage of acceptance. So I think you can say that you are out of the
Grief.
not entirely. You are not sure.
I mean, like you still miss your father. Like
course,
sometimes you still like. Sometimes I weep when I miss him or when I dream about him, and when I wake up and I just like weep a little. But yeah, you just let it go and you'll be fine.
Sometimes I saw your Insta story also.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, that's a solid advice for people who, you know, maybe suffer the same thing. But I guess what you're talking about, like don't cry, that part,
Cry,
I share
please.
I share a lot of sentiment on it, because I'm a believer of embracing whatever it is instead of avoiding it. So just cry out of it. Whoever tell you that, probably that they don't mean harm. Probably they thought they are doing good. They wanted to do good, of course, right? They're not here to harm you.
It's not logical.
But yeah, logical part. I know you're a very logical thinking person. So that part, doesn't feel that. And second, it's a, you know, that happened a lot in the Chinese. That happened a lot in the Chinese culture. You know, people just say you don't cry because the people who pass will feel sad. But you know, logically,
they're not here.
they're not here. Yeah, so why can't I cry? Like, and then they're at a third person's perspective. They say, oh, your father wouldn't want to see you cry. How the hell you know? That's my father. So like, my father would tell me to cry it out because I'm pretty sure.
I wasn't crying because I wanted to cry.
Yeah.
I was crying because I lost my father.
Yep. So it's a Chinese, I would say, broken culture. That in a social culture that's quite broken for me, and so I don't like that. But I know that mean no harm. But
yeah, I know. But
this kind of thing, probably more people, you know, in our generation, we should, you know, just stop doing that. Just embrace the emotions.
Yeah, just give
you will heal faster.
Yes.
Yeah, actually.
You actually will heal faster.
But because the Chinese always have this culture, I don't know why, but they like to just ignore the elephant in the room.
No, I think like being positive all the time is a virtue in Chinese culture. Like you have to be strong. Then
today's free. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, you were saying?
I mean, being positive is a virtue in Chinese culture.
It's it's very tiring sometimes.
Yes.
Because it's like you get what I mean? Like, oh, don't cry because blah 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 blah. Some other people or like whoever don't like it or whatever. But this is my thing. Why would I care if you don't like it? You know, things like that. So crying is one thing. Other stuff also, like, oh, don't do this because you might people don't like it. Like, I'm not harming anyone.
Like I'm not doing it because I want to make people feel bad.
Yeah. Who wanted to do that? Who wanted to do that? Who wanted to cry in public?
Yeah.
Right. So that's funny for me. So I think so that's a heavy topic in the early morning. Thanks for sharing that. And whoever been going through things like this, please, you know, just don't keep it to yourself. Embrace it. Talk to your friends. Talk to your close one. Just let it out. That is actually better than just swallow everything.
Yeah. You will. I think it's very high chances that you will get sick if you don't embrace
physically sick.
No, like
mentally
sick.
Yeah.
And then because you don't embrace that emotion, right? You will lash out to others. You know, like
you're giving a negative aura kind of thing. So that's a heavy topic to start off in the morning. But yeah, it's a good advice. So how about, let's just move on to a more lighthearted stuff. How about relationship? Okay, let's just move on a bit to relationship now. I want to ask about relationship in the 30s. Because I'm about to hit 30 and I'm still single.
Okay.
And okay, that doesn't matter. But what I mean is, like, I feel it very differently. Having a relationship in your 30s is so different than having a relationship in your 20s. So you having a relationship in the 30, what do you feel about that? And what can you share from the perspective of someone like you?
From my perspective, I think...
What's the hard part maybe? Or what's the good part?
Everybody telling you that your biological clock is ticking, and then when are you gonna have a
baby,
kids, or get married? The get married part is okay. Like, I'll just let it go. But the baby part is, well, you think I don't know? That's my body. But the good part is you become less attached. I think I'm not sure about everyone in their 30s, but in my experience, I became less attached to my boyfriend in 30s.
So you mean you, in the 20s, in your past relationship, you were very attached?
Quite attached.
I see.
And then, like, my emotion was quite driven by the reaction of my ex-boyfriends.
Because you want him to like you so desperately, something like that.
Yeah, you can.
Then you got affected by whatever he does.
Yes.
So if he's happy, you're happy. If he's sad, you're sad.
That is a bit simple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I think back then, I constantly needed my ex-boyfriend's affirmation. I mean, until now, you know, the 5 love language. Yeah, one of my love language is words of affirmation. But now I realize I rely lesser on the affirmation
no
for my
longer words of affirmation.
No, it's still words of affirmation, but it's like less. Like I can give myself the affirmation. Like back then, maybe I was not as confident as now, so I need the affirmation from a third party, like especially your ex-boyfriend.
I see. But now you seem more, so-called more independent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think as a, not only girl, as human being, you really need to be financially independent.
Okay. So especially in your 30s, correct?
I mean, like...
It's always good to have, but especially important in your 30s. I feel that.
Yeah.
Like, because when you are 30s, right, people expect you
to like have a car or have a house or...
Okay, maybe people expect you to be able to get whatever you wish for.
Oh.
Within the, you know, like, how to say, like, like, oh, I want to go to travel, I can afford that. I want to go to this, I can afford that myself. Being at 30, we have some sort of expectation, not only to other people, but to ourselves mostly. It's like, oh, in my 30, I must able to do this already because I see people are doing it. So being in the relationship, I don't know, maybe it will have the time when you expect your significant other will have that kind of financial power to do something that you wish him to do.
If I'm financially stable, I also would wish that he is financially stable too.
Yeah, I think being in a relationship in 30s, right? The finance, it's quite a big part of it.
I think finance is a big foundation.
Big foundation, right?
Big. You see, of every relationship, if you say for a family, if you don't have money, how much would, like, honestly speaking, how much would each member, the family member, love each other? Like, really, if you have nothing, you don't have everything, would you still want to have kids?
Yeah. You will think a lot. You will think very, very carefully.
Yes.
Even with each small decision.
Yes.
In Chinese, we have a saying, say, 家和万事兴. So
how to?
I think to achieve 家和, which is a harmony among family members, money is a big part of it. And in Chinese societies, right, we often avoid to talk about money.
Why? I thought we talk about money.
No,
often.
we okay.
恭喜发财.
We talk about money often, but we what I mean to avoid talking about money is that we attach money a lot with our emotion. You get me?
Yeah.
So when it comes to money, people have hard feelings about that. We talk about like how much you owe me, things like that. In Chinese society, typically, I especially the older generation, when we talk about money, it's like means like we're gonna spoil our relationship, whatever. So we all have this kind of stereotypical thinking grown up in a very traditional family. At least I do. So I feel like, oh, we're not talking about money enough that we can talk emotionless. We attach a lot of emotion with money. That's what I think. So it's like, oh, you owe me money, therefore I will just say, oh, you must have hate me. Oh, sorry, or I hate you, things like that, because you owe me money. But it can be a very simple thing. You say, oh, you just owe me money, that's all. Usually that's not the case. We attach a lot of emotion on it. So bringing back this to relationship, right? I feel like there will be a lot of misunderstanding or argument if there is some sort of money involved between couples. I don't know, maybe. I'm not going that yet because but I'm hitting my 30s. So what do you see if you're in the 30s and then how big is the role of money in
It's very big.
Yeah.
It's very big.
Resources.
If you are financially stable, independent, I mean, we cannot predict future.
Yeah.
But at least if one day your boyfriend or girlfriend cheats on you, you can cry under the Eiffel Tower.
Okay, that's a saying I heard. Yeah. So in Chinese, we always say
like book the 4 seasons and cry inside, or like, I mean, like, okay, this is very shallow lah. But what I mean is, even if you cry in luxury.
Yep. I mean, means like, okay, you're gonna cry anyway.
Yeah.
Why
like
don't you cry in a better place?
Maybe for some people they want to cry in Mount Everest, and you think that's cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, because a lot of good things in life comes with price tag, and sometimes the price tag is not strictly speaking very affordable. So it's always good to have this kind. So I don't against when people, male or female, but in this case more especially female people will say, oh, you are 拜金, you are very gold digger kind of stuff. Actually, I don't.
I think it's transaction.
It's a transaction. For me, just a very personal thing. I might get cancelled. But I think gold digging for me, it's no big deal. It's fine. It's like liking like a supermodel body. You get what I
He
mean?
wants to go dig. He wants to be gold dig.
So I think
Everyone's
it's fine.
happy.
For me, it's a very transactional thing, and no hard feelings on that. Some people are, oh, you're a gold digger, you must be a bad person. Well, a gold digger can be a fun and polite and kind person.
I think it's more no, as long as it's not like criminal.
That's my take lah. So everybody have different take on that.
Yeah.
So that's what I think. So I don't see there's a problem on that. I just feel like
I'm going to be seen as a gold digger after this episode.
no, you're not. You're not the stereotypical gold digger.
I am
that kind of
non-stereotypical gold digger.
No. What I mean is that it's good to have thoughts like this, that you realize the importance of money, and sometimes for maybe if you are single, when you are looking for someone, or even if you are with someone, the goal is relate a lot to money.
Yeah, I would say that if you are not financially stable yet, don't look for a boyfriend or girlfriend. To me lah, because what do you expect if you are not financially stable?
That's why I say
do you think your partner is obligated to feed you financially?
Yeah, and I do realize, I think more than 80% of the problems in a family or in a relationship, especially in a family, it's caused by money. When you have not enough resources, that is one of the big reason that a lot of arguments started. So that I felt a lot. So having a relationship in 30s definitely is it comes with more consideration.
I think it's being realistic.
Yeah. But it's not wrong to just in your 20s to just go leave love blinded. Just go and have fun. It's fine.
I was at this stage because I was love blind before.
You were?
Yeah, I was a bit love blind.
Okay.
Love blind, and then
Oh, there's a lot of
snapped
tolls
out
on
of
this road, man. Luckily, it's all free. Damn, I forgot how many tolls are here. Okay.
There are two types of persons who live to eat or live to eat.
Eat to live.
Eat to live.
Or live to eat.
Live to eat or eat to live.
Yes, true.
I am live to eat.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Food is life.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So
so if you want to know more about how I enjoy food, you can follow me on Instagram at I Try and Taste It.
So it's a new account, so just follow her here. What is the weirdest stuff you have eaten before?
Oh, like the fermented shark.
Fermented shark?
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird. How it tastes like?
Don't have any, I had it in Iceland. So
in Iceland, it's like a traditional thing in Iceland?
Yeah, I think it's one of their traditional food, especially for old Icelanders. Because I heard that young Icelanders can't really accept
Is it smelly?
I think you can Google search smelliest food in the world top 10. I think it will appear on the
You ate it?
I ate it.
And how it tastes like? Is it chewy?
You know the shark, how shark piece is to the skin, right?
Not really.
So shark piece to the skin.
Okay. Okay.
That's why it's smelly.
It tastes like pee.
Fermented.
Oh. Okay, that's weird.
I heard why they eat it, because in Iceland the condition was bad, and then people had nothing to eat.
Iceland has nothing besides fish, man.
And
everything is important.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's very expensive to dine in a restaurant I think back then
extremely
you need
expensive.
maybe 200 for one decent meal.
Ringgit.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard that. I hope I can visit that country one day.
It's actually quite. Yeah.
Okay. So the weirdest food is a fermented shark. The weirdest food I have is, I would not say weird, it's not as weird as fermented shark. Have you had kangaroos?
Puffin?
Puffin I don't have. Have you had crocodiles?
No.
Alligator, those kind of stuff?
Not by intentional.
Yeah, I had that. It's not weird. People still eat that.
It's just, they call it in Chinese, they call it a wildlife.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just 野莓. Yeah, still not as bad as fermented shark. And there's like this whale sashimi.
I've
Not whale,
had whale.
horse sashimi
Oh, I've never.
in Japan.
How do
No, I didn't eat it. I don't dare.
Oh, okay.
Just weird. I'm experiment, but not that experiment. So it's not my thing.
I cannot accept some food like stinky tofu.
Yeah, I can't accept. You eat fermented shark, but you don't eat stinky
No,
tofu.
I tried.
That's how bad it is.
I tried for experience because, like, you know, they say you have to try. It's not like you're in Iceland every day.
True. You don't get to
If
eat
I'm not
anywhere
in like
else.
Taiwan or whichever place famous for stinky tofu, I would try for once.
So we talk about your family side, talk about the relationship. So I think the rest I want to talk about is friendship. Okay. Why you give me that up? Why you give me that up? Why?
Nothing.
Why something happened in your friendship?
No.
So okay. Have you gone through so-called a friendship breakup? And sometimes people will say friendship breakup is worse than relationship breakup.
It's like you cannot hate him or her, but you need but like you just really don't like, but you cannot not like it.
I don't get it.
It's very complicated how to say, because a romantic relationship breakup is a clean cut.
Not necessary, but yeah, it can be a clean cut.
I mean like tendency towards that.
Okay.
And, but friendship breakup is...
Yeah, it don't officially...
It requires some... I don't know, I just feel like our mind cannot distinguish what kind of pain that is. Because, you know, like since birth or since young, we were heavily invested by this 友谊万岁, best friend forever, this kind of thing, right? And then we all think like friends will stay forever, but when something bad happens, you just don't know how to react to it.
Very vague, but try to get it.
I know, very, very abstract, but I don't know how to tell.
I think it's more like because, you say relationship, we have a clean cut, like, hi, and this is the day we end. But friendship breakup, it just happened like just very subtly.
Friend or stranger. The romantic relationship, you either romantic partners or strangers.
Yeah. But don't you feel like friendship breakup doesn't have like the official end, like, oh, okay, today is the day, goodbye, let's not talk again. But instead more like, that's very children-ish, like in primary school, 不要跟你好了, so today is the final day. But in adult, like it sort of feels like it just fade away, and then we both know it's fading away. I think that age when we were like maybe 17 to 23, this is the age where a lot of these will happen.
Yeah,
like
I think.
because that is the way, that is a point in life where a lot of people, we will just go separate directions, and then probably the career we chose will stick to us for another at least a decade or more, or even a whole life. That is a vital part, and I feel like that point, not say that some not suitable people will just go away, but I feel like the path, if doesn't align that point, will not likely to align afterward. So that is separation point. So I feel like if your friend is like apart, that's geographically separating. So he has his life. That time we will feel like that is totally normal. But what I'm more interested about, let's say in the 30,
Oh,
will you still
friend breakup.
experience like a friendship
I
breakup?
think less likely.
It's less likely to happen.
Less likely.
But actually, that is a scarier part because I feel like it still happened. It's just that we do not know. Think of a friend that you hasn't been in contact for a long time, that you used to contact a lot. That will be a moment in time. That is the last time you will see him ever, but you didn't know.
I actually like.
You thought you're gonna meet again. You always thought that you see each other in social media, but then that is actually the last physical time, probably in your whole life. That's the last physical time you'll spend together, but you didn't know, right? Until this point and to forever.
I mean, definitely I'll be sad, but
Okay, maybe it's not calling a friendship breakout. It sounds more serious if I talk about that. More like just fading away sometimes.
You know how to not feel so much about a friendship breakup? Don't invest so much into it.
Don't invest too much into friendship.
This is what I realized. Yeah.
Doesn't it apply to everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to get hurt in a relationship, so I don't invest. That's a commitment issue, really.
Because right now it's like I'm very focused on my own like life, career, and myself, and if one day say you totally distant away from me, I mean, I will feel sad a bit, but I will not feel sad for too long, and then I will wish that whatever path that you're taking, I hope have the best outcome out of it.
I think the
this is what I will think now.
There's one day this person will tell me, he say, hey, I feel like I wanted to share a lot of stuff with you. I'm comfortable with telling you a lot of stuff. And then I say, why? I say that, you know, she just like to talk a lot of things to me. Then after a while, after a few times, then she say, because I think I know why, because you never wanted to know. So I think that is interesting for me. So you have heard this story? So one day, this kid, like 5, 6 years old. So every time the mom bring him to those public toilet, right? So the mom bring along into the female's toilet. This kid's a guy lah. So the guy's like 5 years old. Then the guy's like, no, I don't want to go into a female toilet. I'm a guy. Then he asked the mom. He say, hey, when can I not go into the female toilet? Then mom say, when you wanted to go in, then you cannot. So I think that is in life is the same. A lot of time, it's when you wanted something, and then that thing become hard, and then, or it become forbidden. It's like same. No. If I wanted to know something, you probably won't tell me. But because sometimes it's because I didn't want to know. And then you feel like you're okay with letting me know. So the intentions really change the outcome a lot. It's very interesting. I observe this is all human stuff. And recently I also look at a lot of all these Instagram reels that talk about all these techniques of talking. Yeah. So one thing I find it very interesting is that the person who asks the questions dictates the conversation. So knowing how to ask questions, you can stir the conversation into a direction that you want. I share a lot of sentiment to this because I started as a documentary filmmaker. In documentary, the person we're shooting is not like actors or whatever, it's real people. And there are a lot of times they do not know what to talk in front of the camera. And sometimes documentary, it's very difficult to script documentary because it's real. But you have a direction you want to go. So as a director, we want to stir the conversation into a certain direction. And how do we do that? Is by asking questions. Yeah. So for examples, so if you want to frame someone, it's very easy because you want to make the people sound like he's in guilt. Then the way you frame that questions can be, instead of asking what you do, you should ask like, why do you do this and that? Let's say you break up with your boyfriend or whatever. Say, why do you want to hurt him? It's a bit like gaslighting. It's a bit like gaslighting. But this is a very shallow example. Normally it won't be this obvious. It's very subtle. So it depends on the context. So we will ask questions like that because I want to frame you into you are making people feeling bad. I want to do the bad things to you. Then I can control the conversation. The more questions like this I ask, the more I will stir the direction. towards that. Still the same techniques when it goes to like a...
This is interrogation.
Yeah, it's like interrogation is like how the reporter doing, and also
Police.
gaslighting. Yeah, so this is way of talking. So I find it's very interesting.
Hey, you know one thing I realized is after I hit my 30, right?
Yeah.
I became less likely to be gaslighted.
Because it's seen.
Yeah, shit.
So I mean, you got gaslight before by your exes
of course.
or whatever. Yeah.
All the time.
I think we do that a lot. Like, even we do that to not just your significant others, or we do that to a lot of people. Even clients, you know, we just very subtly do it. We didn't know. So we don't like people to do it to us, but actually a lot of time we do it to people. We didn't realize.
You know, sometimes we do things for for a purpose, right?
Yeah.
And maybe gaslighting is
Gaslighting is
the way to reach your purpose.
Yeah.
But like, if you do it correctly and like not overusing it, and both party has
both party has what understanding of I'm being gaslighted now.
I feel like I want to reach that destination like sooner now, because I feel like the longer I'm in this car, the more
tea you're gonna spill.
The more dark side you're gonna dig.
Why you very scared? People cancel you or whatever? No lah, it's okay. Like I curse in my own video, it's fine. Okay. So you heard the story of San Gu Mao Lu, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in the three kingdoms era, three dynasties, is it three kingdom, and then like this Liu Bei guy want to find a Zhuge Liang for 3 times, and then finally Zhuge Liang agreed to join them. So I think that I always use this as like
yours is 2 times.
How do you know? Okay, about 2 to 3 times lah.
Okay.
So in real life also, like if you ask someone out, let's say you want to ask a girl out, or even like a business prospect or whatever, 3 times is my max. Same goes to a lot of stuff, like you know, if someone keep doing the same mistake, if I say 3 times it's still the same mistake, then that guy wasn't gonna change.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's either you change your way of trying to fix the problem,
Just change
or you change the person. You get rid of the person. What I mean is like, I think this rules applies when it says like it's not the ultimate guidebooks whatever, but then I feel like it save you a lot of time if you do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just okay, 2 to 3 times. 3 times is the max. If I ask this person out, nope, 3 times, that's the max. Yeah, because I don't, at this age I don't feel like everything is on a priority list. You know, like let's say, I mean, I'm sure you have experience before. You text someone, it take ages to reply and say, oh, I didn't see your message. No, there's no such thing. Everybody see the message. There's no such thing. I didn't see your message. They just don't want to reply you.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
Sometimes when I wake up and then I have like a long list of unread message, I really don't have time, or I forgot to get to the bottom one, you know.
Very rare.
Yeah,
it happens. I do think it happens. Just that it's it's way rare than
I do get messages from a lot of people every day.
But in my case, it happens like when, let's say,
I understand.
You know what I mean, right? It can happen, but when it happens a bit often, then you will.
I admit it is true.
Yeah. People will read a message regardless. That just don't choose to reply. You're just not on a priority list, and the sooner you realize this, the better. Because
because the sooner you can like adjust yourself to the situation, so you can move on.
Sometimes people will have hard feelings like, oh shit, wait, but you're just simply not on the list, you know. Just simply not on the list.
Wait, or you maybe there must be something that you need to change in order to reach the other person's priority.
No, not necessary. But let's say it's your client, whatever. You are not their priority. It's fine. But that
may change.
Yeah, you can feel the table shift very fast. So let's say before a project, they are rushing to get the product. You ask for a deposit, they'll get it done by 2 days. You get the money. But once you deliver the thing,
The balance.
you want to take a balance? Dude, it takes
know.
2 months to do the same thing. What's different? What's so much different than the transaction? Like, same process, right?
It is harder. It is a bit harder for you because our payment term, most of our payment terms, we work on cash before delivery more.
Okay.
Because you have a credit term.
Depends on the product lah. But usually we will do like installments and stages lah. So it's always the last 20%. That's the last stages.
I know.
It's always that. And sometimes we even feel like that 20% is not our margin. It's the margin for error, you know. That we have it like probably we're not gonna get it back, you know. We have that assumption sometimes. Okay, here's Sekinchan. See that? You're not impressed by the paddy field?
I cannot see anything.
You cannot see? Oh, wait. It's blocked. Wait. In front. So.
I saw a pink Starbucks.
You saw a pink Starbucks?
Yeah, we passed by. A pink Starbucks.
What?
Pink.
Never knew there's a pink Starbucks.
Is this the paddy field? But it looks like a field only.
Because now it's still growing. In 1 month time, it will be golden. Yep.
Oh.
In 1 month time, it will be golden. Alright. So fun fact, Sekinchan is it started here as a fishing village about 100 years ago, 1920.
100.
And 1920, there's just a small village called Bagan here. It's a modern days Pantai Redang. Then during the British colonize, then they have they make into Kampung Baru lah. So Kampung Baru, they're separate into 3 kampungs. Kampung A, B, and C. So now the B is the biggest one where we are right now. So this is also the so-called the Sekinchan center town. See, all the banks are here. And then you turn left here, then you go into towards Pantai Redang. But it has nothing to do with Pulau Redang.
I was about to ask.
Yeah. And then it's famous for kind of like the beach side, and then also the big tree that you can, in the temple, you just buy that wish thing that you throw on the tree.
Oh, like the Mandarin orange?
No, it's like a red color ribbon with a coin and just toss it. They hang on the tree. The higher you throw, the more likely your wish will come true. That's how they say it. So you can try. Welcome to Redang Beach. So this is Redang Beach. We're just gonna find a place to stay.
Oh, this is the famous tree.
Yeah, I see all the tourists are there. They make it nice. Now there's buses here, bro. I'm just gonna
super sunny.
Yeah, I'm just gonna find a shady place to stop my car.
We should stick together. I know I said I'd never think I wasn't better alone. Can't change the word, it might not be forever, but if it's forever, it's usually better. And I don't know what I'm crying for. I don't think I could love you more. Might not be wrong, but baby, I love you till the day that I die. Till the day that I die. Till the day that I die.
Welcome to Sekinchan. So this is your first time here, and my 134 times. So along the journey, you share a lot about all your intimate stuff. I asked a lot of personal questions. If you are watching the podcast now, tune into this video, which we will have the entire journey documented as like a vlog. Us bringing her first time from KL to Sekinchan, a short getaway. So what do you think about Sekinchan?
Green
Green?
and windy.
Yeah.
I tried the food here, so I can't say much, but it's green and windy.
So if you like this kind of content, please subscribe, like, comment, share. Just let us know that you like more of this, so we will do more. And that's all. Bye. Cut.